Okay, so I want to talk to you about health. And this is really important to me. As you can see, I'm really healthy. I'm 77 years old. I just turned 77 a few days ago. I'm a Virgo and I'm abundantly healthy. I can do 2 to 5 minutes of a plank. I can walk up 100 flights of stairs. I can ride a bike for 2 hours. I'm very strong. I can teach all day. I can teach all day for 3 days and be abundant and proud and happy and excited. I live in joy. My most favorite word is wow. I look out of my window and I see deer and muskrats and rabbits, and I say wow all the time. Oh, I just have a wonderful life because I'm healthy. If I weren't healthy, it couldn't be wonderful. Ask Steve Jobs. He was loved by billions of people. Loved. He changed several industries. He changed the computer industry and the music industry, and he ran out of health. So what's the point of being a multi-billionaire if you run out of health and die? And so in addition to all the wonderful ways to get rich that I have taught you and that my wonderful friends have taught you, I want to end it with teaching you how to be healthy. Because if you're not healthy, nothing works. And at the end of my presentation, I hope to gosh you follow my advice. Because if you don't follow my advice, your health is going to run out. And when your health runs out, you're not going to be happy. And young people say, oh, I'm going to live forever. I'm going to be happy. I'm healthy forever. Old people get sick. I'm young. Well, you set the stage for your health by what you do. And I see people drinking Coke. I see them going to McDonald's. I see them eating French fries. I see them having desserts. I see them doing all the wrong things. And it doesn't have an effect for a while, but then it does. And then it might be too late. So if you do the wrong thing, like if you go through red lights all the time, if you say, screw the red lights, I don't care about red lights. And let's say there's no policeman in your town. Pretty soon, a truck's going to come the other way and kill you. Not immediately. You might get through 5 or 10 or 50 red lights with nobody hitting you. But eventually someone will hit you and you'll die or you'll get crippled. So if you do the wrong thing, either by disobeying the rules of the physical universe or disobeying the nutritional laws of your body, if you do the wrong thing, you're going to get sick. When you get sick, it's no fun. I remember I was sick about 15 years ago. I had shingles. Shingles is like the most intense pain you could ever imagine, because shingles is an illness of the nerves. And so painkillers don't work because painkillers cut the message that part of your body is injured and they don't work. And so I was screaming in pain for 14 weeks. But I think that was the last illness I had was 15 years ago. When you're in pain, when you're in illness, life is no fun. So I want to teach you how I maintain such amazing health. And it's one thing. I have to explain it, but then you're going to find out it's one thing that I do. One thing I do. I mean, I eat well and I exercise, Yeah, I do all that stuff. But there's one thing that's more important than all of it. One thing, just one thing. And if at the end of my presentation you decide not to do it, okay, good luck to you. But hopefully you'll decide to do it. Most people do decide to do it because they know I tell the truth. They know that I love you. They know that I want the best for you. Okay, so here we go. Let's talk about antioxidants. It's a really important concept, and it's the foundation of your health. So if you don't know about it, great, because I'm going to teach you. Even if you do know about it, I'm going to teach you more about it than you probably know now. So let's take an apple. Put an apple on a table. It can sit there happily for months. But if you cut it in half, immediately it starts turning brown. If you cut it in half, it immediately starts turning brown. You might say, so what? Well, that's called oxidizing. And it works the same for an apple as it works for you. An apple can sit on a table for months and be fine. You could eat it after months and it's completely fine. But if you cut it, it starts aging rapidly. And after maybe half an hour, you wouldn't even want to eat it because it's been oxidized. It's turned brown so much. Now you can take a lemon because a lemon is an antioxidant. It fights the oxidizing. You can take a lemon and rub the lemon on half of the apple. Like after you cut it, rub lemon on one half. And an hour later, you can look at it. The part that you didn't rub the lemon on is brown, and the part that you did rub the lemon on is still pink and white because lemon stops the oxidizing. Lemon is an antioxidant. Lemon, or an antioxidant, prevents rapid aging. Prevents rapid aging. Okay, so you got the concept. Now let's convert that to a human body. When you get injured physically, if someone hits you, if you bump your head, then you get a wave of oxidizing that goes through your body. But there's something worse than that. Emotional harm. When you have an emotional harm, you also get a wave of oxidizing. So if someone cuts you off in traffic, someone gives you the finger in traffic, if your parents disapprove of you, if your kids misbehave, if your boss tells you have to work all weekend, if someone insults you, if someone laughs at you, if someone makes fun of you, then all of those are emotional harms. And emotional harm will send a wave of oxidizing through your body. But the good news is your body has an ability to create an army of good guys. And the good guy army is called antioxidants. So here's the bad guy army called oxidizing. And your body gets a wave of oxidizing either for a physical harm or an emotional harm, like listening to the news and hearing about all the bad news going on, the number of calls to suicide helplines and all that stuff. It's just so horrible. And when you feel that horror, then you get waves of oxidizing going through your body, and your body immediately creates a good guy army of antioxidants, and the good guy army of antioxidants neutralizes it, just like the lemon on the apple. It's the very same thing. The problem is that we were designed to have a certain ability to create antioxidants. But these days, there's so much bad going on. The world has never been locked down. There's never been a case where the whole world has been locked down. There's never been a case where there's been a worldwide pandemic. Never. There's never been such a case. And so the bad guy army is bigger than ever. You get more worried now than ever. The number of suicides is up, way up now than ever before. So the good guy army isn't good enough. But also every year that you age, your good guy army gets weaker and weaker. So now we have the situation that the good guy army is weaker and the bad guy oxidizing is more often than ever before. And this discrepancy is faster aging than you want. It's inflammation. It's causing all the degenerative diseases. It's causing the cancer. It's causing the diabetes. It's causing the swelling. It's causing your joints to hurt. It's causing arthritis. It's causing the need for hip replacements and knee replacements. It's causing all the degenerative diseases that your body can possibly get. And not only named diseases, but you see, if the oxidizing hits your lungs, then you'll get emphysema. You won't be able to breathe well. You won't be able to walk up a flight of stairs. If it hits your heart, you'll get heart problems. But if it hits all of your organs, then you'll get generalized things like you're tired all day, or you're irritable all day, or you fight with people because you just feel so anxious. And doctors don't know what to do with that, because a doctor, like there'll be a heart doctor, a lung doctor, a nose doctor, an ear doctor, a lip doctor. They have doctors for every little part of your body. But when your whole body isn't working well, they don't know what to do with it. So doctors can't help much in many cases, but yet you have to get healthy. So what's the deal? And here it is. You need a boost to your good guy army of antioxidants. You need a boost to your good guy army of antioxidants so that it's big enough to fight the enlarged amount of oxidizing that's going on in your body. And this is not a woo-woo thing. Oxidizing isn't a woo-woo thing. Oxidizing is real. It actually tears your organs down, just like it tears down the flesh of an apple when you cut it. It's real. So what most good companies do when they want to make an antioxidant supplement is they do the research and they find out that there's one best antioxidant, and it's called grape seed extract. In other words, it's the extract from grape seeds from red grapes. And it's a fabulous, fabulous antioxidant. And if you do that, you'll have bought a good product, unless there's any impurities. You see, if you buy grapes, if you're a manufacturer and you buy red grapes and then you extract the seeds, but if there was any fertilizer in that soil, any herbicides in that soil, any insecticides in that soil, then that will get into the grapes, it'll get into the grape seeds, it'll get into the antioxidant that this supposedly good company is making. And here's the problem. 1% of impurities in an antioxidant decreases the medicinal benefit by 99%. 1% impurity reduces the medicinal value by 99%. So you might pay $200, $300, $500 a month for an antioxidant, and it'll do you absolutely no good. No good at all. You're just wasting your money. You might say, well, why would a good company do that? I don't know, financial benefit, profit, but also they may not know. But I found a company that does two things different. I found a company that has created a definition of organic stricter than any other company or country has ever come up with. The company that I found won't buy plants from a farmer unless that plant, like the grape seeds, unless that plant is grown on soil that has been certified organic for 50 years, certified organic for 50 years in a row. So not only was there no bad stuff put on that soil, like fertilizers and pesticides and such, but nothing has blown over from a neighboring farm. Wow. Nobody is as strict as that. But furthermore, what this company did is saying, well, if one antioxidant is good, why don't we study all 8 of the most powerful antioxidants? And so they put together a concoction, it's a red liquid, of the 8 most powerful antioxidants: goji berry, which is sometimes called wolfberry, and grapeseed extract, and pomegranate juice, and lime extract, and orange extract, and wild blueberries, the 8 most powerful antioxidants in the world. And what they found, it's even better than using one antioxidant because it works on all the organs, not just some of them, over different periods of time, not just over one period of time, and in different ways, not just in one way. And so I buy my antioxidant supplement from a company that has a very strict definition of organic. The land has to have been certified organic for 50 straight years, and it has all 8 of the most powerful antioxidants. So that's the science. Now let's talk about whether it works or not. So let me give you some examples. My own sister, she's in her mid-70s, and she rides her bike for an hour every morning. And about a year ago, she took a different route, and it took her 2 hours, and she was exhausted when she came back, and she said, boy, I'm never going to take that route again. Because when you're exhausted, you could fall by accident and hurt yourself. So when I was there for dinner, I told her, Susan, listen, there's this amazing antioxidant that I take. I told her all about it. And she said, quote, oh my gosh, I got to try it. Oh my gosh, I got to try it. That's what everybody says. Oh my gosh, I got to try it. So she ordered it from the same store I ordered it from, and comes in the mail or by courier. And she took it every day. You pour an ounce or so into a glass, fill the rest with water, put in an ice cube if you want, because it's really good cold. And you drink it in the morning and at night, morning and night, for the whole month. And after 3 months of doing this religiously, she said to her husband, I'm going to take the longer route. I just feel good. I don't know why. I can't explain it. He said, fine, go ahead. And she did the longer route, and it did take her 2 hours, but she came back completely refreshed. She told me, it's as if my organs got turned back maybe 2 or 3 years. It's as if my organs got turned back 2 or 3 years. I can now bike 2 hours when I couldn't bike 2 hours just a year ago. It's all because of this antioxidant supplement. Wow. And then I have another friend. Her name is Jacinth. And she lives in the very, very northernmost region of Canada. Very, very cold. And she has a problem. For the last 30 years, she wakes up after 4.5 hours. And then she's tired all day long. And she has to have like a donut in the middle of the afternoon to kind of pick herself up. She's been in sleep deprivation for 30 years. Every day, she's been to chiropractors and acupuncturists and sleep hospitals, and nobody can do anything. And so when I saw her, I said, oh my gosh, I got to tell you about this antioxidant. I told her the whole thing. And she says, oh my gosh, I got to try it. That's what everybody says. Oh my gosh, I got to try it. Because why wouldn't you want to try it? And she tried it. And 3 months later, she called me and said, Raymond, I can't believe it. This morning I woke up after 8.5 hours. I haven't slept 8.5 hours for 30 years. And I told her, call me back in a month. Maybe it's a fluke. And she called me in a month and she said, Raymond, every single morning I wake up after 8.5 hours. You've changed my life. I said, I didn't change your life. This antioxidant supplement changed your life because it's got all 8 of the most powerful antioxidants and it's on the purest soil. She is so grateful that she takes this antioxidant supplement. But now the best story of all is my own story. I'm so excited. Oh my gosh, my own story. Let me tell you this. In my teens, I was an athlete. In my 20s, I was an athlete. In my 30s, I was an athlete. I was an athlete every day. I was a rock climber, a mountain climber, a unicyclist, a squash player, a track star, a cross-country runner, a road runner, a cross-country ski competitor. Yeah, mountain climber, rock climber. I did it all. I loved it. And at I ran 3 marathons. I ran 110 Ks. Oh yeah, I was big. And then a friend introduced me to an ultra marathon. I didn't even know what it meant. He said, an ultra marathon is any very long race that's longer than a marathon. I said, you know what? A marathon is darn long as it is. He said, well, this one is 100 kilometers. Now for my American friends, that's 62 miles, 62-mile race, a 62-mile race. Oh my God. A marathon is 26 miles. So 62 miles is a big deal. So I joined. I signed up for it. I paid my bib fee and I got to the starting line and the gun went off at noon and I hit the finish line after 12.5 hours. At midnight in the morning, I got to the finish line. I finished a 100-kilometer race, a 62-mile race. Wow, nonstop. Wow. But the last few hours of the race, I was wheezing. You know what wheezing is? And I figured, well, I've injured my lungs. It's a long race. I've injured my lungs. So I took a few months off and then I tied on my running shoes and I went out for a run. And to my horror, I had to stop after 1 block. I said, well, I've really injured my lungs. I better take another half year off. Took a half year off, tied on my running shoes. I eagerly started, and after 1 block, and I had to stop. So I took a year off, tied on my running shoes, because I'm an athlete. I was an athlete every single day in my teens and 20s and 30s. And now I haven't even exercised for an entire year. I tied on my running shoes and I go out 1 block. And I said, Raymond, you're an athlete and now you can't even jog. You've ruined your life. And then every year or so I tried again and I couldn't go longer than 1 block. I felt so bad because I was an athlete all my adult life, not even adult, from my teens. From teens onward, I was an athlete every single day. So Jack Canfield called me. Yeah, Jack Canfield. We've been dear friends for 30 years. Jack Canfield called me and he told me about this company. That's how I found out about it. And he told me about the antioxidant. I said, oh my gosh, I got to try it. Now, I didn't try it because my lungs were injured. I didn't try it for any particular reason. I was already mostly healthy, except for this lung problem. I just took it because Jack recommended it and I was getting what you might call old. He told it to me last year when I was 76. And so I said, oh my gosh, I got to try it. What the heck? I forgot. You have to try it, for God's sake. You have to try it. Because if it can cure some issue you've got and keep you healthy and prevent you from aging, not prevent you from aging, nothing can prevent you from aging, but prevent you from aging faster than you should. Prevent you from aging faster than you should. That's what this does. Then you owe it to yourself to do it. So I took it morning and afternoon, morning and afternoon, morning and afternoon. After 3 months, I was walking with my wife late at night when you'd think a 76-year-old guy would be tired. And I said, Karen, I feel fabulous. I feel amazing. She said, oh, I'm glad. And I said, no, really amazing. I want to go for a run. And she said, I've never seen you run. I thought you can't run. I said, maybe I can't. I don't know. And so she said, go ahead. I'll be okay. And so I started running and I got closer and closer and closer to the 1 block mark. And I passed 1 block. And then I got to 2 blocks and 3 blocks and 6 blocks and 19 blocks and 25 blocks. I didn't stop running for 1 solid hour. For 1 solid hour. I ran for 1 solid hour after 40 years, from age 36 to age 76. 40 years I was unable to run. And that amazing antioxidant turned the clock back 40 years. It's as if my organs were 40 years younger. I can now run. I can run a half hour anytime I want. I told you I can do a 2 to 5 minute plank anytime I want. I can walk up 100 flights of stairs anytime I want. Wow, wow, wow. So here's how it works. Let me tell you the investment in yourself. If you're in Canada, they charge you in Canadian dollars, of course, and it's 166 Canadian for a month's supply. In the United States, they charge you in US dollars, of course, and it's $136. And in United Kingdom, it's, I think, 128 pounds sterling. And of course, they charge you in pounds sterling. It's an American company, but in Canada, they ship in the east from Brampton, Ontario, which is near Toronto, or from Calgary, Alberta for Western Canada. And from England, they ship from London, England. So the shipping charge is low and the shipping time is quite fast. So that's the investment. And the product is called Ningia Red, Ningxia, Ningxia Red. And it's a 4-pack, 4 bottles is 1 month supply. And I'm going to allow you to open an account. We ask you about, I think it's 7 questions: your name, your shipping address, your email address, your cell phone number, things like that. And what you do is you sign up, and it automatically opens an account for you and automatically ships you a month supply of Ningia Red. And then the same time next month, they ship you another month supply. And yes, you can cancel at any time. But if you're going to cancel after 1 month, don't even bother thinking that you're serious. I want people who really want to turn back the clock. I want people who want to age at the normal rate and not faster. I want people who don't want to get cancer, don't want to get diabetes, don't want to get swelling, don't want to have hip replacements, don't want to have knee replacements, don't want to have swollen joints, don't want to get arthritis. I want people who are serious about your health. So you can, legally, you can quit at any time, but at least try it for 3 to 12 months. At least try it for 3 to 12 months. Otherwise, you're not serious. And so I'm going to give you the link. It's aaron.com/YL. That's all it is. aaron.com/YL. Raymond, can you take Ningia Red when you have breast cancer? Of course you can, because it's not a drug. It's like, are you allowed to take blueberries when you have cancer? Of course. Are you allowed to take pomegranates? Of course. It's just fresh herbs and fruit and berries. It's absolutely ordinary juice. So if you want to use another product, please go ahead. But make sure that the juice has been grown on soil that has been guaranteed and tested and confirmed organic for 50 years in a row. Otherwise, there'll be impurities in it and it'll have no medicinal values whatsoever. So the link is aaron.com/YL. aaron.com/YL. Go there immediately and get into this. I'll do it again. Goji berry, which is sometimes called wolfberry, and grape seed extract from red grapes, and pomegranate juice, and wild blueberries, and lemon oil and orange oil, and two others that are just berries. They're just pure berries. They are beautiful. Where's the company located? In Utah. It's the head office is in Utah, but they ship to 70 different countries, and in each country they charge you in the currency of your own country. So my expectation is that you're grabbing this right now. This is not like Get Rich where you can decide to do it or not do it. This is about your health. This is about your health. We have a totally beloved Steve Jobs who was a multi-billionaire, but he lost his health. Please. I have a sister who's 75 years old. I'm 77. I want her to live a long time. I love my sister. I want my wife. I want my daughter. I want my clients. I want my staff. I want everyone to live in health. And your health is deteriorating faster than it should because of the oxidizing. And you need a supplement to your body's natural ability to create antioxidants. You need a supplement because the waves of oxidizing are more terrifying and more heavy than your body's designed to handle. So you need a supplement. You can take the road ordinarily traveled and not do anything, or you can take the road less traveled and take this amazing antioxidant supplement and be healthy and stave off the inflammation and the degenerative diseases or dementia. One of my aunts got dementia, and one of my aunts and one of my uncles got dementia, like Alzheimer's. It was horrible because I loved them when they had their mind, and then they looked the same when they had dementia, but they didn't know me any longer. I'm your favorite nephew, and they didn't recognize me. And so if I went once a day or if I went once a year, they didn't even remember. It was terrible. So I don't want that to happen to you. You might say, oh, it's never going to happen to me. Most people die broke. Most people die sick. 50% of people get cancer. It's horrible. 40% of people get diabetes. 25% of people get Alzheimer's. It's horrible. And if I can stave off aging faster than I need to, I'm happy to do it. I'm happy to age gracefully at my own rate. I don't want to age any faster than I should. Ninja features wolfberry, plum, aronia, cherry, blueberry, pomegranate juice, and extracts to start your day off. It's also a blend of premium essential oils, including orange, yuzu, lemon, and tangerine. These ingredients combine to help prevent oxidative stress, support normal cellular function, and promote healthy energy levels. So get into that and enjoy it and age gracefully, and don't age faster than you should. I take it and I've seen amazing results. Many of my clients take it and they've seen amazing results.